Yo, Monty in the chat saying, "Is anybody hearing audio?" I've been dancing like an absolute fool with no song playing, and that's honestly how we love to see it. So thanks, Monty, for saying something in the chat. We appreciate you. But let me run it back then. Hey, GM, G scroll, G scroll. We're gonna be running a quick guy today. We just got back in town from Las Vegas, and so we were like, should we do it? And we're like, yeah, we gotta do it. We gotta do it to him. You know what I mean? And so it is Thursday, May 21st. My name is Dude Lifts. This is Scroll With Me. This is where you and we scroll crypto Twitter together. So yeah, incredible technology, no microphone, playing music, and incredible. I mean, clip that, clip that. Me just, singing with no audio. But alas, you guys understand the vibes. You understand the point of Scroll With Me is to discern discern the vibes, to separate the true from the false, to give a little, you know what I mean? One of the three pillars of Scroll With Me is caffeination, the other two being hydration and vibing. So we have to do one of the other, and you do want to stay hydrated as well. This episode brought to you by Spindrift. But let's see. It's Thursday, May 21st. We're going to scroll the timeline. We're going to discern the vibes. Let's give it a little Babe Ruth. Let's give a little vibe prediction before we jump into things. So let me think. How have the vibes been? I was on the timeline, but I was in Vegas at the licensing expo, so I'm feeling optimistic. So I'm trying not to let my personal feelings influence the global vibe check that we need to accomplish here. So let me think. I'm going to say the vibes are bullish. Now I'm going to say the vibes are consolidating because they're consolidating around certain narratives, but bullish nonetheless. I was actually thinking about this over the past couple of days. I was like, it is so interesting. I was thinking about all kinds of stuff. I was thinking about, different, crypto Twitter events that people have hosted over the years. And I'm like, oh, that was the event to be at. Oh my gosh, this company. And I'm like, you really could. It's like a Jim Cramer, like inverse Jim Cramer here. Like, whatever company hosted the crazy event or whatever, it's like, that was like the most hyped, not around. Like, you know what I mean? It's wild. Like the narratives that were like, we're 100% sure this is the thing. Not a narrative anymore, not a thing anymore. So really makes you question, But we got Nick O'Neill here saying chemo has begun. So shout out to Nick. We know that he's in a battle with cancer right now. Fuck cancer, as they say. So shout out to him. But let's restart the timeline. We got 35 posts. This is like why they chose 35. I don't know, but it feels just like a weight on top of you, like a bear. It's like I must. Oh, dude, choose Rich. Of course, he's right back. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Jacqueline's like, wait, what happened? Yeah. All right, let's see here. We got Saucy here. Oh, whoa. What do we got here? We got Kriya here. It says introducing Laura's for Kriya 2 beta, our most powerful fine-tuning system to date. You can now train Kriya 2 on your own specific style, object, or character with incredible precision. Learn how it works. Wild. All right, let's see what Micah has to say. As a student, I genuinely had no idea what career path to pursue. This app introduced me to crypto, NFTs, art, animation, AI, and the communities behind them. Now I get to interact with rock stars on the internet like you every day. The past 5 years changed my life. Yeah, dude, 100%. 100%. Sold hype bag last month because regulatory friction coming soon. This is a wild. I love the lizard, like kind of style character, like cat. Oh, I guess it's like maybe a high purr. Let's see here. Please, man, no more announcements. Unfortunately, we can't comply with this request. Dude, seriously, MoonPay is just like every other day. They're like, and now we bought. I think MoonPay just waited through the bear market with a massive war chest for companies with good tech to run out of company and just bought them. I mean, it's not a bad strat. It's not a bad strat at all. Laguna here says we'll be talking about my new favorite topic, how to be a marketer in the age of AI without outsourcing your soul to Claude without going crazy. Startups and a new way to replace marketers every single day. Yeah, That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool topic there. That's awesome. The best thing about this industry is working from wherever you want to. Dude, I could work from wherever I want to, but I choose to work from right here in this palace of doodledom in ADHD. Reed says G scroll to you, Reed. Dude, Reed has some of the best GMs in the game, you know? And that's one of the things about Doodle's AI. It makes all old things new again and all things fresh again. It means you can GM confidently. And Reed has done that. The moment a Waymo drives full speed to flood. Ah! Oh, it's so good. So good. Apple TV just announced for the first time ever that this weekend's LA Galaxy versus Houston Dynamo match will be shot entirely on an iPhone 17 Pro. No way. Okay, and this is actually okay, so I'm a nerd here. Okay, so this looks like a beast cage. I could say that pretty definitively. Beast cage for the iPhone 17 with the ND filter, but like not that's the crazy part is a lot of times for these Apple things, they're like, shut an iPhone, and then they have like an Ari like Alexa lens. Like it's just fucked. But this is like they're practically raw dogging the thing. I'm excited to see what that looks like. That's pretty impressive. Oh God. Eric Eric says he reveals how he got his funding for sperm racing. Oh my gosh. A billionaire flew me out to New York and was like, "What's your craziest idea?" Um, yeah. And yeah, it worked. That's honestly such a good like signal. Like, what's the most ridiculous thing you can think of? Dude, that's how I ended up doing Scroll with Me. Is I had this idea. I was like, "Oh, dude, we got Monty saying what's up to Read in the chat. Make friends in the comments." That's what I'm talking about. That's the spirit. Um, but let's see here. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. There's a invisible friend Snapchat filter. Um, wait. Okay, yeah. So like I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, so like the sperm racing thing as a kind of like signal, like what's your craziest idea? That's such a great idea. Like find a founder because they often end up getting like beaten into submission by Y Combinator. It's like you must build for the most product market fit, total addressable market, whatever. But he was just like, what's the craziest shit you can think of? And people can't stop talking about it. And that's fantastic. So with Scroll with Me, yeah, it was like I had this idea. I was like, you know, I scroll Twitter, chronically online vibes, and I was like, what would happen if I just made a show out of it? And instead, because I'm like, I want to talk about everything. I want to comment, I want to quote tweet, but I'm not going to comment and quote tweet on everything. So it's like, how can I kind of stream of consciousness get that out there? And it ended up being the idea of Scroll with Me. And I was like, no, it's too dumb. It's too dumb. But I kind of like pitched it to a few folks I know, and they're like, you know what? It is dumb, but it could work. And I was like, maybe you're right. It's the same thing happened the other day with the I made that video of like explaining 10,000 tokens, but both of us are smooth brained. And that was inspired by this guy I follow on Instagram who does sports nutrition, but he says sports nutrition, but we both have CTE. And it's hilarious because he's like 5 gram creatine, good. 10 gram creatine, great. Less than 5 gram, okay. Like it's just like it's so funny. So it's like, what if I do this for crypto tour? Because that's what people always want. It was like explain it to me like I'm 5. And so I saw Andrew Forte on in Las Vegas, and he was like, "Dude, yeah, make another one of those." And I was like, "Fuck!" Whenever I do something dumb as fuck like that, I can make a video, like an educational video, whatever. No one ever gives me any feedback on that. I make a dumb as fuck video. Like when I first did Scroll with Me, people were like, "Never stop this, please." They went out of their way and DM me and they were like, "Never stop this." And I was like, "Well, I can never stop this." So I see Andrew and he's like, "Dude, that video, yeah, keep that shit up." And I was like, "God, why is it always the dumbest shit?" Fuck. But hey, you know, ooh, that was good. Um, but yeah, Toto said, love that post. Thank you, Toto. Shout out to Toto. Look at that. Look at that PFP. One of the best little pudgy PFPs in the game. All right. Gorilla here says petition to end 1 hour long team mint phases. Everyone thinks your mint is starting because of the countdown. Then they have to wait an extra hour because of an irrelevant team only phase. Either make it shorter or make it the final phase. Thank you. Yeah, that would be annoying. Whoa, dude. Look at this flexor, dude. Things we love to see. So good. All right, here we go. Buffalo Wild Wings, bottomless apps for $9.99 for your group, not per person. Ends June 10th. 21 days left for this deal. dude, I feel like I don't know. I've never been a Buffalo Wild Wings fan, but there is a part of me that feels like B Dubs fell off. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm not a sports bar guy. I'm not a sports guy. So I'm like, it is so far beyond my comprehension. But my sense is that they fell off. If someone could confirm that, then that would be so helpful. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, look at the gentle monster glasses here. The Loracle. There is no better platform to get access to people, expand opportunities than X, the internet's meeting place. Yep. 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 That's as simple as that. Yep. Stop. The official, oh my gosh, that's horrifying. Horrifying here. All these celabaroonies. Celabaroonies. Working on some slop packs art concepts, dude. Shout out to the slop father. Shout out to the slop father. Dude, let's give a little refresh here, dude. Let's a little okay. Monty says totally off topic, but what's going on with Pizza Hut and when did they fall off? I mean, dude, Pizza Hut fell off a long time ago. I would say they're coming back, if anything. So, like, my understanding is that they're like retrofitting the restaurants to be retro again, which people are wanting. So that's pretty awesome. Um, oh, you like abstract apps? Name every app. That's so funny. MoonPay, we broke the trending algo. Oh my gosh. Dude, I'll never get over the fact that when we launched Doodles AI, it was like Doodles launches cartoon, da da da, 40,000 posts. And I was like, my, what have we done? What have we done? No, but that was pretty incredible. New release. Black Forest Labs. Oh, I was like, am I on my following tab by accident? I can't believe Banks full ported hype like 2 months ago at $30. Dude, unironically, Banks was early. My gosh. Wait, what is this? The Meebits football skeleton kit revealed during our 5th anniversary. Be able to order soon. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know. It feels like the Meebits thing. I'm like, maybe there's a high degree of crossover between Meebits holders and football fans, maybe. Or it's just Sergito just like leaning into his passions. Either way, very cool. Very cool. Okay, let's read this about TVPN here. I don't think we appreciate how cool this is. Two guys locked themselves in a room and didn't give up until they took over the world. In less than 2 years, went from idea to Emmy award winning OpenAI acquisition interview show with every important CEO on earth. Baller. Dude, let it be known that I didn't give up by sitting in this room most weekday mornings and scrolling for 30 minutes. Let it be known. Baller. Oh my gosh. This is so funny. A controversial game named Plain. Oh, never mind. Not going to read that. Let's actually let's give it this little not interested. The only reason I even read that is there's a person on Twitter named Doug Dimmadome, and he has this like tall white hat. I thought Doug Dimmadome, especially because he's a CryptoPunks fan, and a pixel art fan. I thought he put himself in a video game. This defeats the whole purpose of watching an unboxing video. But does it though? But does it? Is it the unbox therapy? What are you looking for? I mean, I definitely agree with MKBHD here, 100%. But it is funny. Roasted attention span, goldfish memory, brain rot broom, AI slop, mimetic cognition can explain everything. Oh my. Thank you, community. Hyperliquid. Nice. Oh, dude, I wonder if I was in this video at some point at the Soul Flare Beach Club. We love a good time lapse. I will say the bot, yeah, here the bots on X, they seem to be getting worse, which I thought they were getting better, but they seem to be getting worse. All right, Stat says I'm going on FOMO hour with Tyler Did It, and we're bringing on special guest Eli Sheen. Will be fun. Oh my gosh, dude, this post brokered by Eli Sheen, 100%. I'm so fascinated by that gentleman, honestly. Every CryptoPunk sale that's ever occurred. Goose, not Pudgy. Dude, Adam Hollander, is this you? Don't lie. Yo, they got tiramisu? Hell yeah. Sick. Breaking. Uni from Uniswap is now live on Solana. Was it not previously? That's interesting. All right. Hell yeah, dude. Wait. Oh, oh my God. Damn it. This is hilarious. I have basically an exact copy of this kind of motocross jersey saved on my phone because I found it was vintage, but it wasn't my size. I was like, I must find it. This was like 6 months ago. And then, of course, ice cream comes out with the same exact thing. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. What am I going to do? Not get it? Yeah, I actually had a whole plan. And maybe I can share some photos of this at some point. So I was going to do a whole thing for permissionless last year for Flow as a whole run of merch called Chain Racer 69. And it was going to be a jersey like this and then like a motocross style hat with flames on it. And it was going to be awesome. Chain Racer 69 would have been sick. Maybe I'll have to run it back with Doodles. We'll see. We'll see. All right, dude. Let's give do we get a SpaceX IPO? Just gold and Doge. Imagine paying Blockworks $250K a year to promote your $400K quarterly income. Crypto company runs an IR call, walks through income statement, the industry grew up quickly. Oh, yeah. Oh, is this for Gito? I mean, yeah, dude, pretty cool. Another week, new creators. Welcome to Reach Network. Vadim, Kalano, Marcelo, and Gigi. For some reason, I would have expected Gigi to be in the Reach Network previously. So, would have expected that sooner. Huh, interesting. All right, here we go. Introducing you. I'm actually very curious to hear about this. Okay, USDC pairs. Coin creators now have the option to launch with USDC paired liquidity for more stability. Interesting. God, there's so much. A big move towards better onboarding of retail users in a healthier ecosystem. Dude. I need to get like a second cup of coffee. I'm on that. I'm on that struggle bus. Aside from introducing stablecoin as the base currency for launch coins, the parameters are now back to where they were during Pump's most prosperous era. More stability, higher floors, higher ceilings, better distro, supply abuse, balance ecosystem. Very cool. Well, it is about that time. I've got a 9 a.m. meeting. You guys understand the vibes. You know the rules. Let's give a little refresh. One final salvo. Uni from Uniswap is now live on Jupiter. Oh, I thought this was BZ. But with that, it is Thursday, May 21st. My name is Dude Lifts. I'll be back tomorrow morning for Scroll with Me. And until then, I will see you on the timeline. Bye.